everyone. Welcome to Inspire Purpose with Ephraim, where faith meets real life and healings meet growth. Today's episode is one of the messages that reaches deep into the soul. We are talking about the power of forgiveness. Let me start with this truth. Forgiveness is not about them, it is about freeing you. Unforgiveness is like carrying a heavy backpack full of rocks. Every offense, every betrayal, every wound become another weight on your soul. Here's the truth. It does not stop the other person from moving on. It just slow you down. So today, I want to help you to drop that weight. Forgiveness is one of the hardest but most liberating choices you will ever make. It is not about denying what happened. It is not saying what they did was right. It is saying, I choose to release what no longer serves my peace. You cannot heal while holding on to it. You cannot walk into your future while clinging to what broke you in the past. Forgiveness does not erase the pain, it removes the poison. And sometimes forgiveness is not just about others, it's about forgiving yourself. Let me tell you a story. There were two men who had been unjustly imprisoned for years. When they were finally released, one of them walked out smiling, saying, I am grateful to be free. The other one walked out angry, saying, I will never forgive what they did to me. Years later, the first man was rebuilding his life. He had found peace, family, and purpose. The second man, still bitter, still blaming, still stuck emotionally in the same prison, even though he has been physically released. When asked why he could not move on, he said, they stole my years. But the truth was, he kept stealing his own peace. Forgiveness set the prisoner free, and often that prisoner is you. Now, I want you to pause for a moment and take a deep breath. Ask yourself this. Who am I still holding hostage in my heart? What pain or betrayal still lingers every time I remember it? How long will I let yesterday's wounds today's peace? Maybe it is a family member who disappointed you. Maybe a friend who betrayed you. Maybe you are angry at yourself for a decision you made years ago. Now say this softly with faith. I choose to let go. I choose peace over pain. I choose freedom over bitterness. The longer you hold on to the hurt, the longer the hurt hold on to you. Let's look at the word of God. In the book of Matthew chapter 6, verse 14 to 15, Jesus said, for if you forgive others their trespasses, your heavenly Father will also forgive you. But if you do not forgive others, neither will your Father forgive your trespasses. That is not a threat, that is a revelation. It means forgiveness is a two-way door. When you open it for others, you open it for yourself. Even Jesus Christ, hanging on the cross, said, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. He did not forgive because it was easy. He forgave because it was necessary. You cannot walk in divine grace while holding human grudges. Unforgiveness is like trying to drink from a well that is already poison in it. It may quench your thirst for a moment, but it will eventually destroy your peace over time. When you forgive, you don't lose power, you gain it. You rise above what was meant to break you. The act of forgiveness does not make them right, it makes you whole. Let me share with you some tips how to walk in forgiveness. Number one, acknowledge the hurt. Do not pretend it did not happen. You cannot heal what you hide. Number two, choose forgiveness daily. Sometimes forgiveness is not a one-time decision. It is daily choices to release the pain again and again. Number three, pray for the one who hurt you. Not because they deserve it, but because you deserve peace. Number four, release the need for revenge. Let God handle the justice. Your healing is your victory. And the last one, forgive yourself. Stop punishing yourself for who you are when you did not know better. Grace is bigger than guilt. Forgiveness is not about who was wrong. It's about choosing what is right for your soul. Let's pause for a moment. I want you to close your eyes for a moment, unless you are driving. Imagine holding a rope. On the other end is the person who hurt you. You have been pulling it on for years with anger, resentment, and pain. Now, imagine slowly letting go of the rope. What happened? The tension stops, the pain eases, the control breaks. That is forgiveness. I want you to say this quietly but confidently. I let go of what they did. I let go of what I cannot change. I am free to move forward. Forgiveness does not mean you lose. It means you are finally winning. Here is the truth. Forgiveness is not an emotion. It is a decision. It is choosing freedom over frustration, peace over pride, healing over hatred. It is not always easy, but it is always worth it. You cannot rewrite the past, but you can redeem your peace. So today, release it. Let go of the person. Let go of the pain. And watch how light your heart becomes when you no longer carry what broke you. Because the moment you forgive, you win twice. You heal and you move forward. Thank you for listening to Inspire Purpose with Ephraim. If this episode touched your heart, share it with someone who needs to hear that forgiveness is not weakness, it is freedom. Remember, you cannot change what happened, but you can change what happened next. Until next time, stay peaceful, stay purposeful, and keep inspiring healing. Forgiveness is not about forgetting the past. It is about freeing your future. Please don't forget to subscribe for next podcast. God bless.